She can take up the whole screen then.
Are you doing it in your suit?
I do want that, you stupid things. So it doesn't work out. I call it stupid. Okay, it's a thing I inherited from my brother because he always used to say stupid thing. Start video. Helen McCusker. There I am. Okay. Oh wow, it looks so bright. I wonder if that's too bright. Okay, so is this Kathleen's here? Yay! I got to ask her if this is going to be too bright. Keep phone.
And you were there, but this is the wrong thing. Yeah, this was at South Center, and I found the one on the main floor. There's two more upstairs.
Hi, Kathleen. You might be the only person on tonight.
Ooh.
Because the teachers in training have the week off. So is this too bright with the windows open behind me?
Nope.
Can you see? Okay. Is that right? Because it's so gloomy and rainy here.
Oh, I know. So over it.
Yeah, I know. I really want sun. It says Thursday on is going to be sun.
Good.
I know.
Yeah, my poor garden's drowning.
Rain. I want some sunshine.
Helen, are you doing any classes this summer, like for Zoom stuff?
Yeah, this is going to continue till October 3rd.
Oh, okay. So should I e-transfer you?
You know, do you want to do it till October 3rd, till it ends? Or you can let me know. Let me know what you're doing and send me an email, then I'll tell you what it is.
Okay, sounds good.
Right. So we're going to be doing, how many blocks do you have?
Me?
Yeah.
I've got 2. I think I
Okay.
can actually have 4.
Okay, so we're going to need 3 blocks.
Okay.
One of the red blocks that I use, the foam chippy thing. You know, the chip one, the red ones we sit on.
Yeah.
A bolster, 2 blankets, and something, if you don't have something like a sandbag, something you have weighted. If not, you can go with that.
Just 1 sandbag or 2?
That's all you need. Okay, so you get that, and I'm going to pee. Oh, I'm recording it already. Let's stop the recording. I might not have to record it. There we go. Welcome. Let's find our seat for your meditation. So slightly rock forward and back to find the bandhas, engage, releasing the shoulders, skull presses back. Place the hands outside your hips. Take your inhalation. On the exhalation, you'll begin. And coming into our triangles, taking that in. Separate hands from each other, press down to the thighs, slap back the hip creases, bring down, chain down, lengthen. Exhale, chain coming downward. Head, touch, and back. So let's come up standing and let's kick away the rain. We're going to do Kundalini kicks, which is also funness, eh? So make sure you got room for kicking. Yeah, everything off your mat. Wax it. So left foot will be on the right corner of your mat. Right leg is back. So remember, we sweep the arms up, kick the right leg, and cross them in line towards right hip. And we're going to do 6 each side. So ready? Sweep up on the inhale, chopper down the hop. Ha! 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 2 more. Ha! Ha! Okay, let's try that on the other side. I was thinking my voice was powerful, and then I had to cough. Here we go. Sweep it up. Chop her down. Ha! 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 One more. Ha! You gotta laugh when you do that. Okay. Whew. Excellent. Okay, we're going to be doing a shoulder warm up. Oh yeah, I forgot about that already. Now you can also do this one standing. We're going to do seated. We're going to do it standing. So I'll just turn my back around to you. You can go ahead and work with me. So all we're going to do is take the arms around, circle your shoulders, interlace your fingers, and then bring your clasped hands over to your right cheek without elevating your right shoulder. So no hunchbacking. Press it down, feel the right side open. Then from there, you take your right elbow and move it close towards the midline as you can, feeling that stretch in the front of the deltoid. That's it. Hang out and breathe in. It's a good one. You could do this one while you're waiting in line at the grocery store with your mask on. I have no problem wearing a mask. If they suddenly say you have to wear a mask, I'll wear a mask. Who cares? Why does flowers? It's made of flowers.
It's just the glasses that fog up so bad. That's my
Glasses?
problem. My glasses fog up.
Oh,
really
that's so funny. And then come to the center, switch over the other side, you press the left scapula.
I always wear it everywhere, but I have to remove my glasses.
Glasses fog.
Really,
Yeah, I
really
can
bad.
even wear the mask.
Yeah.
It's kind of a tough.
See a breeze.
I don't wear glasses, so I never thought about that. So does the air come up through where your nose is, like
Yeah.
up there?
I don't want to wear them. It's me, sorry.
Is it?
It gets so hot.
I know.
I only have to wear it on in stores.
Yeah.
I have to wear them for 8 hours.
Think about the nurses,
Yeah.
I have nothing to
doctors, where they get permanent marks on their face.
I understand.
Back to the center and release. Now just shake out your hands, second. So we're gonna work with the wrist. So we're gonna take our left hand, hold our left fingers with our hand. We're close to the heart center. It's like you're holding a, what can we say, something, a precious diamond that's 20 carats. Would that be precious? Don't drop your diamond. And then holding those fingers, curl them into the palm.
The hand that's on top.
Yeah, so I'm taking my left fingers and curling them towards my left heel on my hand. Okay, so you start to feel that stretch in the front. Then you bring that hand up towards the heart. Press it down. It's like you're trying to hold on your diamond so you're not going to drop it. 20 carat, I think, would be big. And then release it, shake it out. Same thing, other side. Now hold your right fingers, curl them in. Careful with rings, so it's a lot easier without rings on your fingers. And then bring it into the heart. Yeah. So you can kind of like angle that more towards the shoulder, kind of find your spot where you intensify the stretch, okay? Shake it up. Okay, so we're going to do Nittabhasana, the one that I call the monkey stretch. I'm just turning so Catherine can see me too. Hands at the side body. So if I was just to slide along this, wouldn't, that's a monkey sound. You wouldn't go very far. So you're going to exhale, reach away, and inhale, come back to the body. Okay? So here we go. Got your feet wider, micro bend your knees. Nice long spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach with the right. Back to the center. Grab a little music again. Exhale, reach to the left. Oh, I can hear it. I didn't hear it. I'm with it on a rainy day. So I took my daughter, I said, we're not going for a long walk in this pouring rain. I got the golf umbrella. Do your business. Quick. Because she won't do her business if she has rain falling on her, because she's just too much of a queen. So I have to hold the umbrella overhead. A couple more times, feeling that stretch in the waist and the hip. Yeah.
Is she now?
Hey,
How old is she now?
she's 14 now. She's an old timer. She's getting bossier and bossier. She asked for food. I said, you kidding? I just fed you and you want more.
That's dog mention.
Dog mentioned she forgot because she hadn't met it. That's too funny. Okay. Oh, we're going to do a little bit of balance coming up on our tippy toes, depending on how your toes are. So you don't have to come right up on the balls of the feet. If that's going to bother your toes, you can partially. But you're in Tadasana mode. Okay, and we're going to be palm treeing and reversing it. Okay, so we can start in front of the body. So arms being raised as you raise the feet. Okay, you ready? Inhale, we come slightly up. Exhale, we go down. Whoa, nose diving down. Helen? Yes. Inhale, expand up. And so I could do the same action without the feet and just work and lengthen my spine without raising up on the balls of the feet too. So we got 3 more, so now you're gonna change the thread of the fingers. Change your ways. Now, if you wanna follow the hands with your gaze, or maybe not, you have that opportunity here. So you can look and extend your neck. They have to focus for some reason. Here's falling over, look. And then flex the neck as you go down and go like this. Okay, so one more time. And then once you're all the way down, shake it up. Okay. So we're going to come into our Surya Namaskar now, so our sun breath. So find your feet. Tadasana mode. Namaste. Just wait for some clothing to come off. Okay, so take a breath in. Exhale, we sweep up. Inhale, we decide where we're going to look. Forward, upper back. Always release your neck first. And then super reach big time. If you got a big bubble around you. Micro bend behind your knees. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, we're sweeping. Inhale, we're finding that drishti. Where's our focus? Release the neck. And then continue to super reach big time, right? Feeling the shoulders, the shoulder blades. One more time here for sun breath. Breathe in. Exhale up. You know where you're looking. That. Super reach. Okay. And so now we're going to come into our Surya Namaskar, normal one. Today we're not going to add on to it because we're going to do something else. So we'll do our first one and then we'll do one with one breath. Okay, so here we go. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms down. Soften your knees, reach up for your extension. Exhale, come down for your flexion. Long levers or hands in the body as you like. Finding your range of motion. Where are you going to rest the hands? Body or floor. Inhale, look a little bit forward. Exhale, let your head sink on down. No tension in your neck. Breathing up. Exhale, down we go. And again, inhaling. Exhale, releasing. From this point, bend the knees as required. Fingertips reach into the floor outside your feet. Right foot back into lunge pose. Square in your hips and shoulders, getting everything in that front plank. Inhale, back leg ascends. And then exhale, we descend the left. We're feeling that right hip flexor there. Breathing up. Exhale, crown of the head leads. One more time, inhale. Exhale. From here, we soften through the front knees, step back for your dog. You could step the leg back or lower the knees and assist yourself back. Finding your hands, shoulder width apart, finding your feet, hip width apart. Then go ahead, take your dog out for a walk, alternating, pressing one heel down side to side. Okay, then inhale, raise up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower your heels. Where are you going to go? Pause it. Take a few breaths. Enjoy the dog. The dog here is way more quieter than these at my house. Inhale, look a little bit ahead. Step right foot back for your plank, followed by your left. Get your longboard position. Pick your variation for the pose that suits your body right now. Activate the arms, activate the core, no falling down hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, fire up the gut, pull everything in, keep it in, and then inhale down the throat. All right, position yourself for your extension. Do you need to widen the legs through your low back or change the feet to dorsiflexion? Do you need to do Sphinx pose with your elbows to fingers on the mat? Your choice. Look down. Take a breath in. Exhale, root, activate, release the shoulders. Now exhale, we articulate, engage the core as you come up. Pelvic floor, belly, and glutes. Stay right there. Now breathe up into the chest. And then exhale, we're coming all the way down to the floor. From here, dig your toes, send your hips up. You're walking back into your dog. Find your hands and feet. Remember, you can also be down on your elbows if you elbow or forearm dogs. Couple breaths here. And then inhale, we're going to look a little bit ahead, up on the toes or down the knees, step or assist. Right leg comes forward for your lunge. Hips and shoulders straight ahead. Inhale, back leg raises. And then exhale, we're going to lunge and track our right knee, so we're feeling the left hip flexor. So great. Inhaling up. Make sure that right knee is not going beyond your toes. You've got a nice length, but not passing it. Inhale. And exhale, stretching the left. Float your left, bend your right. Left steps forward beside your right. And you're back into your Padahastasana, hands to feet pose. Inhale, we look a little bit forward. Exhale, we let our head sink heavy down. Float the hands to the hips, belly towards the thighs. We're going to circle up. Take a nice deep breath in for your extension. Your eyes remain open. Exhale, namaste. And our other side, breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweeping up. Find the range of motion, always release the neck. You can have those long levers as you come into Padahastasana, or coming in the body for additional support. Resting the hands anywhere, wherever you want to travel with it. From here, we'll take our 3 breaths. Inhale, we look a little bit ahead. Exhale, we let our head sink down. Okay, let's try 2 more. Breathing up. Exhale, let go of tension. And last one, inhale. And exhale. From here, we'll bend the knees, fingertips coming to floor outside your feet, left leg back into Anjaneyasana or lunge pose. Find your hips and shoulders, get everything facing the front. Once you have that, inhale, back leg raises. And then exhale, we lunge and track the front, feeling that left hip flexor again. Breathing up. Exhale, crown of the head leading in the asana. And again, inhale. Exhale. Soften through the front. Come on back for your dog pose. Pick your pose. Remember, you want to make sure the wrist crease are parallel and the fingers are spread. So we have a nice base of support. Feet hip width apart. Once you have that, you can decide to stay still or move. If you like to work in unison, raise both heels on the inhale and exhale, lower them back down. 2 more times. Inhale up, getting that stretch into the calves and Achilles. Final one, inhale. And exhale, stay there. Both pose. Couple breaths. Enjoying it, hopefully so. Although, you know, some of you love plank more than dogs. Inhale, look a little bit ahead. Left foot goes back for plank, followed by right. Get your longboard position. Remember, you could have your knees down or elbows down too. Think about pressing the back of the thighs upward and the heels towards the back of your mat. Super, super good. Take a breath in. Exhale, fire up those bandhas, pull everything in, keep them in, and then inhale all the way down you go to your mat. Okay, so set up for Bhujangasana or Sphinx if you need it. Just the hands for your shoulders, looking down. Take a breath in. Exhale, root, activate, release. Now exhale, we articulate, come up, pelvic floor, belly, and glutes. While you're up there now, breathe up into the chest, find your lung capacity. Exhale, fire up the bandhas, pull everything in, keep them in. Inhale down, don't lose your core. Dig the toes. Exhale, send your hips back. And we're coming back into our dog. Hold here. Ready to finish off this side? Inhale, raise your drishti slightly. Up on the toes or down the knees. Left foot steps ahead, please. Lunging left leg. Or assisting it forward. It doesn't matter which one you do, just that you get back to the mat, you have your alignment all again. So inhale, back leg raises. And then exhale, front knee tracks. Right hip flexor. Breath up. Exhale, fire up those bonders as you go down. Once more, inhaling. Exhale. Glute right bend, left, right ahead, beside your left. You're back into your Padahastasana, hands to feet bends. Inhale, we look a little bit forward. Exhale, we let our head sink heavy. Let's try that 2 more times on your own. Last one. From this flexion, we're going to fingers up, sweep up. Inhale for your standing back bend. Excellent. So on our second salute, we're just going to do 1 breath instead of 3. So let us begin. No add-ons. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale up towards the sky. Exhale down to the earth. Long levers. Hands coming into the body, whatever you require for yourself. Inhale, we look a little bit forward. Exhale, release. Hands outside your feet, right foot back into lunge pose, right leg goes back. Square yourself to the front of the pad. Let's take 1 breath. Inhale, back leg up, tracking left. Soften through the front knee, come on back for your dog. Hands and feet, shoulder hip width apart. Take the energy from the earth and pull it up through your limbs into your pelvis. Feel yourself really centered. Nothing fancy here, just hold for a couple more breaths. And then inhale, raise your gaze, look a smidge ahead. Right foot back for your variation of plank pose, followed by your left. Get your nice long body. No hips falling down. Let's activate the bandhas. Elbow creases smiling at each other. Take your inhalation. Exhale, contract those bandhas. Pull everything in. Keep them in. Inhale down without losing your awareness of your core. Okay, set yourself up for your extension. Gaze down so the neck is long. Take a breath in. Exhale, root. Activate, release the shoulders. Now exhale, articulate. Nose, neck up into spinal extension. Breathe up into the chest. Exhale, fire up the gut. Pull in the belly. Keep it in. Inhale all the way down. Keep that core working for you. Send the hips up. Walk into your dog. Pause here for a few breaths. Breathing is also good. Keep that going. Ready to finish this side. Inhale, we look a smidge ahead. Up on the toes or down the knees. Right foot steps forward for lunge, please. Find your hips and your shoulders. Get everything in the right spot. Inhale, back leg ascends. Exhale, we descend the front. Left hip flexor time. 2 more breaths.
Just 1.
Oh, sorry, thank you. Float left beside right. I like when you help me next. When you become my assistant. Inhale, lift a little bit forward. Exhale, let your head sweep downward heavy. Float the hands to the hips, belly towards the thighs. Sweep up to the side. Inhale. Exhale, stay down to the heart. All right, let's finish off that other side. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Back up towards the sky. Find that drishti, your focal point. Continue with the drishti as you flex. Long levers are into the body. Find your Padahastasana where you're going to rest your hands. Inhale, look once ahead. Exhale, let your head sink heavy down. Hands outside of your feet, left foot back and lunge. Left foot goes back. Hips and shoulders facing straight ahead. Inhale, back and leg raises. And exhale, we lunge and track. Feel that left hip flexor. Soften through the front. Come on back for your dog. Again, connect through that energy through the earth, up and towards your legs. Breathe in. Can't wait for plank. Yes. Inhale, we look a little bit ahead. Left foot steps back for plank, followed by right. Get your longboard position, activate the arms, activate the core. Super strong. Take your inhalation. Exhale, fire up the bandhas, pull everything in, keep them in. Inhale down without losing your core. Okay, then find the legs and the arms where you're going to be for your extension. Gaze downward so your neck's in neutral. Take a breath in, exhale, root, activate, release the shoulders. Now exhale, we come up. Pelvic floor, belly, and glutes into your spinal extension. Breathe up into the chest. Exhale, fire up the gut. Pull everything in, keep it in. Inhale down without losing it. Okay, from there, dig the toes, press through the hands, then the push up. Last dog, I think. Well, it's a slight dog we're doing, not a stop. Okay, so we're going to do one variation of that. Right to ready to finish this off. Inhale, look a little bit ahead. Up on the toes or down the knees. Left leg forward, lunging, please. Squaring your hips, getting everything in the right spot. Let's take our one breath. Inhale, back leg raises. Lunging and tracking the front. Float right, bend left, right, head beside your left. Back into Padahastasana. Inhale, we lift the smidge. Exhale, we lift the heads down. 2 more times. Sorry, last one. Float the arms up, inhale. Thank goodness I got that right. And then exhale through the heart. Now we have to pause here. This is our final one, right? Have I got that right? Oh, thank goodness. I was wondering. I was finding myself very relaxed. It's like I could go into a meditative state right now. Okay, inhale, let the eyes open, exhale, release. But now we're going to wake you up. So tonight we're going to do the mooning warriors. Yes, this is where the 2 blocks are going to come in handy to assist you. Okay. Now, what we're going to do with the mooning, I'm just going to adjust this just a smidge so you can see my feet. Did I go the wrong way? Oh, I went the wrong way. So close and so far away, is the same. Okay. So for the mooning warriors, we'll be starting with our left foot back because we have to stand on our right foot. So what is the mooning warriors? Virabhadrasana 1, Virabhadrasana 3, Ardha Chandrasana, and then Pavitra Ardha Chandrasana. So warrior 1, warrior 3, crescent moon, and then twisted crescent moon. Then what makes it super duper hard is to go back to warrior 3 and then finish off with warrior 1. I'm going to quickly show you. Well, I'm going to attempt to show you how's that. So I have my blocks because I'm going to need help. I just saying. It's good to have a couple props. So I'm going to step the leg back. So first we come into Virabhadrasana 1. I'm going to talk you all through this. I'm going to shift my body weight. Come up into Virabhadrasana 3. Now, if I need help in Virabhadrasana 3, I can come out with my arms in airplane mode. I could put my hands above the knee or to the hips, or I could have my handy do blocks. Okay? You don't want to rotate the hip yet. That's in a minute. So if you're up here or there, bring your hands temporary to the block first. And now we're going to open to the side. So I'm going to bend my support leg, hand to the hip. I want to make sure my wrist is under my shoulder, not far ahead, preferably on the mat. And then externally rotate out to the side. Whoa. Just a moment. So there's crescent moon. So when I come out and go into the twist, you have to totally come out of that, which is going to tax the hips. But that's okay. That's why it's called the mooning moves. And then I'm going to change the direction because I'm going to twist. I'm going to keep this leg up there, hand to the hip initially, and still lengthen the leg. And then I'm going to scoop in the belly and twist to the other side. Now, I can keep my hand on the sacrum if I like. If I'm going to come up, I usually like to sweep it up to use certain conduction and go around the shoulder joint. I can look up, straight ahead or down. When I come out, this is a taxing part. Hallelujah, you made it this far. I can't do it, just a second. It's my thighs from working out today. And then you're supposed to float. Yeah! You're supposed to float ever so nicely up into warrior three, but this might be where I'm going to stay. So let's try one arm just to show you, okay? Then from there, you lower the leg. I'm okay, don't worry. Up into Virabhadrasana 1 to end. And then float through, step ahead, and trust me, we're going to want to shake that out, the hip after that, okay? All right, have some blocks handy do. You never know when you might want them. Maybe when you try to come back to the warrior three for my hip. Okay, so you got your blocks. Any questions though? We're good?
Probably the right block first.
We will be, yes. So that means our left leg has to go back because we have to stand on our right foot. So our balance on the right leg as our support. So left foot goes back. So you start into a high lunge pose. Keep your hips square. And then lowering the heel down, getting into Virabhadrasana 1 setup. Hips and ribs straight ahead. Float out from the chest, inhale. Exhale, plug the arms in. Inhale, reach back up to the sky and lunge the front knee. Now I could look across on the floor, straight ahead or upward, depending on my neck. If this is bothering my hands here, I could go wider. I could go in cowboy. I could stay at the heart center. Okay, so whichever one suits your fancy. Reaching through the fingers. Now, if I'm with an extended neck, I have to release my neck first. I can't be looking at the ceiling. So release your neck. Look across the floor. It's just going to help you. Take a breath in, lean a little bit forward, and immediately take your back foot up, dorsally flex the foot, keep your hips square, because now we're coming into warrior three. You can have the arms straight ahead. Excellent. Or you can have your arms airplane, hips, or thigh. What you want to notice is that your left toes are pointing straight down. They shouldn't be out to the side. If they're out to the side, you're getting ahead of yourself for crescent moon. We're going to get there, but not quite yet. 20 minutes is awesome in Virabhadrasana. See what I said, how pleasant that was? Now from here you are in warrior three. What are you going to do? Release your arms down. Right hand goes to the block. Left hand to your hip crease, right? Make sure your right knee is bent. Look at your right hand. And make sure the block, wrist under shoulder business. From here, what do? I pull my left toes towards my shin bone. Bend my right knee and externally rotate, open my hip up to the left side of my mat. I can keep that hand resting on the hip, or I can reach it up to the sky. Okay. Yeah, and just that's what I was talking about, okay? Make sure you keep your eyes open, whether you're looking up, straight ahead, or down. Nice. Now, from this crescent moon, you're going to release your neck, place your hand on the hip, and totally come out of that movement and bring your left hand to the brick. Okay, now keep your left leg up in the air. Now we're going to revolve it. Okay, what do you want to do here? Press into your right hip. Hands your hip crease in. Breathe from your sacrum to the crown of the head so you lengthen your spine. Then exhale, scoop in those bandhas and turn towards your right big toe. Now remember, I can keep that hand on the backside or reach up to the sky. So whichever one you like. Super duper. Active, active. Making sure that wrist is under the shoulder. Now, here comes the fun part, ladies. You're going to inhale, exhale, release your gaze. Bring the right hand down, and here you are. You've got to float up to Virabhadrasana 3. That's what I was talking about. So you can understand how taxing this is, right? So, yeah, so if you want in Virabhadrasana 3, you can keep your right hand to the brick and just raise your left arm in opposition, and that will help your balance a little bit. So you could do that, left arm in the air, right hand to the brick. Yeah. All right, when you've had enough of the moving warriors, then what do? You float from Virabhadrasana 3, pop right back into Virabhadrasana 1. And there you are, loving warrior 1 pose again. Warrior 1 should feel like a special treat after that. Maybe a little bit of that mango skull that Denise was talking about. Bring your hands together, inhale, exhale, float through the heart. Hinge a little bit to release your psoas, step ahead. And I would probably say I do a little bit of hip rotation for a little bit on that. Yes. Now, did you see my dilemma when I went into that pose?
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
It's very taxing. Why? Because we're taxing that hip. It's your support hip the most, right? Yeah, so if you lose it, come out of the pose or you fatigue, just take a few breaths and then just go into it from standing because it's way easier than if I'm down here, right? It's like doing the crescent moon from the floor compared to just floating in the air, right?
I totally lost a lot over the last 3 months.
Don't worry, we're back at it.
It
So
hurts here so much.
it's your, yeah. So when you're doing that, standing on the support thing, think about pulling that femur, thigh bone, up into the socket to create stability. That's what you need to do. Okay, they loved it. Let's do the other side. Okay, so now that means our right foot is back. Starting in that high lunge position, getting everything in the right spot. And once you have that, lowering your right heel where it's going to go. Hips and ribs facing ahead. Inhale, stretch out from your chest. Exhale, plug those arm bones in. Inhale, reach up for the sky. And then exhale, you're going to lunge and track the left knee to the second toe. Feeling that right hip flexor. And remember your variation for your arms. If your shoulders are talking to you. Help yourself out. You can look across the floor straight ahead or upward, depending on your neck. But super reach the fingers. That's how you're going to get the upper fibers of the psoas. Tracking that left knee to the second toe, right? All right, little warriors. Take a breath in and exhale, release your gaze, looking straight ahead. Getting ready for Virabhadrasana 3. Maybe this side will feel nicer. Yeah, inhale, we hinge a little bit forward. Exhale, float the right leg up, pull the toes to shin, keep your hips level. Either we're going to have those arms straight out, airplane mode, to the thigh, to the hips, or using your handy do blocks. Okay, whichever one suits you. Breathe. How do you stay in the pose? Focus and breathe. Find the 4 corners of your left foot so you're not inverting your ankle and rolling onto the one side or the other. So it does help if you spread your toes Crazy but true. Okay, now from Virabhadrasana 3, what's going to happen? You're going to breathe in and then exhale, lowering the arms. I'm going to reach my left hand to my grip, move it to make sure my wrist is under my shoulder, and my right hand to my right hip crease. Dorsiflex your right foot, then you start to externally rotate your hip as you turn towards the right side of the mat. Now, remembering I can rest this right hand on the hip, or reach up for the sky. Reach through the fingers, keep the line of energy. It's like you're taking your right foot and pushing it into the wall. At the same time, you're plugging it into the socket. Remember that is that muscular energy, right? As you plug in, and the organic energy is reaching out into the atmosphere. All right, from here you're going to inhale and exhale, release your gaze. Now bring that hand that's in the air to your hip and look down, release your neck. Get your hand to the brick right away and square your hips. It's just going to help you.
Which leg is up again?
Right leg is in the air. Now, your left hand goes on your left hip crease, making sure that your right wrist is under your shoulder, right? Then from that point, drive your right heel back, push into the hip and lengthen your spine. Scoop in the bandhas and start to turn towards your left baby toe side of your mat. From that point, I can either move my hand to the sacrum or reach up for the sky. Scoop in the navel. Make sure that you're not locking your left knee. And then the last part is a drishti. Do you want to look up, straight ahead, or down, whatever suits your fancy. Activate the bandhas, right? Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. From here, inhale, exhale, release the gaze. Coming out of the twist, rest the hands to the bricks. And then believe it or not, yep, just trying to get back up to warrior 3. It's challenging, but see, so I come out, I take a break, and then if I come into Virabhadrasana 3 from a standing position, way easier than coming from the floor, right? So you can do that too, no problem. And then when you fatigue, you simply lower the right foot down, come up into Virabhadrasana 1. I'm not rushing you. Take your time. Again, make sure everything's in the front plane.
Now I'm sweating. I was just gonna say, are you hot yet?
I told you to warm up. And then you release the gaze, float down. Hinge a little bit, step ahead. And then from here, we're just gonna, you can stay the that width, just see it. We're gonna do the frozen coat sleeves and just twist that out after. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm not supposed to turn the fans on,
Oh, no.
That's true,
That's fine.
but I could open the door. So that'll move the air.
Well, does that mean no AC this summer?
No, they said you still have air conditioning. They're talking about fans that.
Ceiling fans, yeah.
Like those runners that they-
Yes, yes.
So I can do it when no one's here. I do it myself, not here.
Yeah.
Rules are rules. Okay, how was that?
Tough.
They loved it. Okay, so now we're going to do, as I said, we're not quite done dog. We're going to be using, for me, I need 3 blocks. What you're trying to do here, so let me show you. If I stack 2 blocks together and place my hands, my elbows are wider than my wrist, right? So what I'm trying to do is level that out to create a space. So that's much better in alignment than what I had the first time where it was like this, okay? So when I place my hands on the brick, I want my entire hand, not fingers off the edge. Okay? So you got to play around. Some people need it wider, they'll do this. They'll turn the 1 block, so it's the flat side, if they need to have more space. Yes. Without throwing your blocks. But you can add different things in there and create the space that you need, okay? So what makes this challenging is your pure core strength Intercostals in your rib cage, shoulders. And just a delightfulness of doing it. Okay, so when I place the hands in here, and I want to show you the variation if you're not going to go into the full pose. So if I'm like this, got my elbows down under my shoulders, my head is here, and as soon as I push in the blocks, it's like, holy cow, Helen, I can really feel that already. And I want to stay down here, then I can do that. I can stay in this position, exhale, push into the blocks, and inhale, release, and do it like a dynamic, like a creep. Second. But if I'm happy-go-lucky, it's not particularly easy to do. Just telling you, your head is not going to touch the floor. So from there, you don't want to be in the sunshine girl pose up there. So scoop in the bandhas, press the shoulders down through your neck. And I have this slippery knot just happening. And then I'm going to push up, hold pose. That's it. Super engaging your intercostals and your rib cage. Let's do it. So grab your blocks, get your placement for yourself. So what you want to look at when you place your hands on the bricks, that your wrists are in line with your elbows. So your hands shouldn't be wider, nor should they be more in than the elbows, or that just wrecks your whole alignment. Okay, looks like we're good. All right, first of all, press the shoulder blades down, scoop in the belly, dorsiflex the toes. If you're going to come up, exhale, do so. Take the body weight up. Remember, I can stay down and just push into the blocks dynamically. Breathing. This is going to strengthen your core and your upper back and shoulders. You might find it also, it's going to work your triceps there a little bit too. So you might feel more triceps. This is bonus. But it's an inversion, right? Blood is rushing down to the head and the heart. Prettier, smarter, and younger. Yay! When you're ready to come out, you can come out and take a break or stay there longer if you like. I'll leave it up to you. Good job. When you
go back in?
Yeah, you can go back in if you want. Or you could rest in child pose if you're done. Still got a couple moments if you want to repeat it. Repeating poses in yoga is a good thing, right? Because it's repetition. And you say one day at home, geez, I wonder what I'm going to do today. And I'll do that big block dog, strengthening for my core, shoulders, ribs. So you can be resting in Pranayama, child pose with your arms ahead, or bring your hands towards your feet in Dharmakasana, and devotional pose. You will usually want your forehead resting the floor. If it doesn't touch the floor, of course you could fold your arms or slide a blanket or block. Yeah? Take a few more breaths there. Alright, we're ready to come up. We're going to take a breath in. And then we're going to bring the hands forward in the mat. Exhale, root, raise your gaze, inhale, and exhale, walk your hands back towards you. Okay, we're going to do Parangasana knee pose today, which is our side bend. So it's a kneeling posture. So move those blocks up the mat. So just acquaint your brain. We have a blanket. We're gonna kneel on it, dorsiflex our toes, and extend the leg towards the end of your mat, making sure that the knee isn't up and the body's twisted, the rib cage are straight ahead. The first time, just to mention your foot, you can have the foot flat on the floor. That works for your range of motion, or on the edge of the foot. Ribs are ahead. So the first time I just take the arm from the side, come in the side stretch and see how far I can go, which is very limited. And I just want to mention this floor is more slippery without mats here, so be careful. And then from here, you're going to inhale. I'm going to soften through this knee, transfer my weight. I want to make sure my wrist is in line with my shoulder. And then it's kind of like Parsvakonasana. I sweep the arm through for the side bend. Okay, so if I like that, and I want to raise the leg, I don't push into my wrist like this. Instead, what I do is drive the heel back and add a little bit of balance to it. The leg comes down, release the neck, sweep through, hand to the hip, step it in, or ready for the other side. Okay, so whichever way you want to face, so I'll leave it up to you. How's that? But you want to be able to put your feet on the mat, not on the floor. Yeah. So I usually go to one corner of the front of the mat. Yeah. So my feet can still get the grippiness in the mat. Okay, so here we go. Stretch your leg towards the bottom of your mat, or wall, wherever you're at. Window, wherever you're at. Exactly, that's true. Now, either I have the whole foot down or on the edge. Ribs are ahead, and the hand along the length of the leg. Just rest there, don't push in your knee. Now, sweep the outside arm, free arm up. Reach to the fingers, and then micro bend that knee, don't lock that knee with the extended leg, and just reach where you're gonna go. Watch the position of your neck. Make sure you don't feel any tension in that knee, that's important, right? Then inhale, reach the arm back up. From this point, I usually lift my heel, bend the knee, and then as I look to the front of my mat, I'm bringing my hand down, the fingers facing away from my mat, with the wrist under the shoulder. From there, I can plant the heel back down, and then I sweep the arm through like Parsvakonasana. Elbow close to the ear, unless I have shoulder issues. I might be more ahead of my body. Now remember, you can keep this leg on the floor. If you want to add a little bit of balance, if you're okay for more balance. And then when you pick that leg up, you don't crash into your wrist, you push towards the back of your mat. Super reach. Okay, a couple more breaths here. When you're ready to come out, you're going to inhale, exhale, lower that leg back down to the floor. And then you're going to soften that knee. Bring your hand from sweeping over to the hip and push into the floor, come up and step that leg in. There you go. Okay. All right. So now change the other corner of your mat and turn around. So you do the other side. Get yourself all situated again. I'm just gonna leg to the other side. Wobbled how I face Kathleen. I'll be stretching my right leg to the wall. Okay, I'll just pretend that that's my wall. That's how I do it. Just talking to myself, it's okay. That means I need to be here, so I'm gonna hit the wall. All right, we'll try this, see how crazy it is. Leg back out, but you're all facing the wall. That's it. Arm resting along the leg. Find the position of your foot. Raise the free arm up as you inhale. And exhale, going towards that long leg. So you're limited in the lateral flexion here, how far you can go. Reaching through the fingers, scooping in the belly. All right, then inhale, we reach the arm up. Exhale, we're going to bring it down. So this is where we're going to look at that right wrist, making sure it's under the shoulder. And then sweep that arm through on the inhalation. Where you're going to go for your shoulder. So I can press out through that long leg, or I can raise the leg up, but without crashing in. Stretch through the fingers. And breathe in. Nice. All right, so if you're looking up, release your neck first, lowering the leg back down to the floor to broaden the air. Sweep that arm to the hip. And as you push into the hip, float the body up. Step your knee back onto your blanket, and then you're back to the side. And all done with gate pose.
What's it called?
Gate, Parandasana. Yeah. It's it reminds you of Parsvakonasana because you do exactly it's a side bend, right? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Just like angle pose. Okay. So from here, it's shocking but true. You get to lay around for a little bit. How's that? Okay, so we're going to do Supta Vrajasana. That's why we have all these props. Okay, so we're going to get set up together for the ease of getting there. So you have your block, short side facing out from the wall. And then you have your rectangular bolster. Remember, it goes slightly off the end, not pushed right up. If you don't have a wall, that's cool. Just make sure you hold the bolster before you lay down. If you need a blanket for your head, it will be on the top. Okay? Then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this blanket opening up on my mat to get extra cushiony for my feet. Then I have the sandbag beside me because I'm going to be putting this on my toes, on my feet, ankles rather. And then I have two blocks either side, which are going to support me. This is one of the great restorative poses that we're doing. So when I sit down, I want to hold the bolster so it doesn't shift on me. I'm kind of find where I think my legs are going to be, so I got it in the right spot. Okay, so once I hold the bolster and nuzzle in there, I got my blocks either side of me. Then I'm going to place the sandbag on my feet. This feels fantastic. I love this variation. As I hold the bolster, I lay down, move my tush right to lengthen my flesh, adjust the blanket for my neck. I don't have to leave it. And then you get this block. So I could have the blocks closer to my hip, the greater trochanter, closer to the shins or the knees. Where do I need to go to adjust that? You want the legs fully supported. And then your arms are passed out the side and you kind of nuzzle. Oh my goodness. I just love this one. It feels fantastic. It's the weight on the feet that I love so much. So you can get heavier into the earth. Okay, let me know if you're having any difficulties with it. If you do not like the weight of the sandbag, you can pull it off at any time. Because eventually we're going to pull it off, lengthen the legs out, slide the blocks under for a hamstring block, and then just do just the opening for the chest, okay? Say something if you're not okay, though. Please let me know. I'm forced to lay around here, so I'll be on the video for Kathy. Now, while we're here, I would like you to breathe. How's that? So focus the breathing coming into the body. Notice your natural breath. Try to breathe from the belly, in through the ribs and up towards your chest. And then exit the breath the same fashion. Contract your abdominals. Let your rib cage descend and your chest descend. So just say to yourself, belly, ribs, chest as you inhale, belly, ribs, chest as you exhale. You're welcome to close your eyes and go inward. Breathe in. And for a couple more minutes. If you need to come out sooner, remove the blocks, push off the sandbag, slide the blocks under your knees, and lengthen your legs right out on the floor if your adductors are a little bit ready to change. All right, we're going to prepare ourselves to this. What's going to happen? I can place my hands to the bricks, lift my feet, and just push the sandbag off and slide the bricks under my knees. So use it as a little bolster. They can be in the upright or more flat position. And then just take that over and support behind your belly of the hamstrings. I'm using the flat side. And then just pause there for a minute or two. Find your natural breathing again. So the blocks can replace a bolster if you don't have one at home. Take more, a few more breaths here. Let's see some breaths. Normally enough for the nose. Wiggle our fingers and toes. Turn the palms over to root, bend your knees, place your soles of your feet blank or wherever you happen to touch. And then if you have a good side, shift away from it. So then you're going to lay sideways on your bolster for a few moments. And you can flex that bottom arm to support your head or use the blanket there if you have it. Oh, it's okay to yawn. That feels so good. And let your eyes open. When you come up, you can push into the floor of the bolster, whatever works for you. I'll take your weight up and down through that. Unless you don't want to come up. Isn't that awesome?
That's so nice.
I know the sandbag is like unbelievably on the feet. So it helps you ground your body down. Okay, so we're going to come into a seat, however you want to sit. We're going to do a pranayama next. So you want to use a rock, You're going to get in the seat. Or comfortable, I guess, not cozy yet. Get too cozy. That's coming out shortly. Great time, there we go. Okay, so we're going to do the pranayama, and then I'm going to explain the mudra so we can go from one into the next, okay? So for Surya, we're going to do Surya Veda Pranayama, which is vitality stimulating breath. Surya means the sun, and Veda means to pierce or pass through or pierce the sun. So it's going to remind you of alternate nostril breathing, except the pattern is you breathe in the right, exhale the left. So you don't breathe back in the left and out to the right. So in, right, out, left. So for example, I block the left nostril, I breathe through the right. Block the right nostril, exhale through the left. Then immediately I block the left nostril, I breathe back through the right. And through the left. So left, right, no switcheroo, okay? So after we finish that, we're gonna just have our palms facing up and our fingers are gonna be moving. So our thumb's gonna move to the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, thumb, but the palms will be up and you'll be matching your breath. And then you repeat sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. But we're going to do it in your head, but I'll remind you when we get to it, okay? And then I'll give you some info about it. Okay, so any questions on any of that? Right, so find your seat, nice long spine, let your left hand be passive or into chin mudra on your left side. And then we're going to come into the mudra. So what I want to do is extend my right thumb. And then the pinky and the ring finger will block the left and the thumb will block the right. So let's breathe through both nostrils. First, inhale. Exhale fully out. Block the left nostril. Breathe in through the right. Block the right nostril. Exhale through the left. Immediately block your left nostril. Breathe in through the right as you remove the thumb. Block right, exhale left. You got the pattern, continue like that. Find your lung capacity as you practice. Always inhaling through the right, exhaling through the left. We're going to practice 3 more rounds after the one you're on. Exhale. And after you finish the exhalation through the left, you're going to bring the palms down onto the thighs, facing upward. Make sure you're relaxing the upper body, you're not falling forward. So engage the bandhas. And we'll begin with the movement. So when you exhale, you're going to say sa as you touch the index finger. Ta as you touch the middle finger. Sa, ta, and then na as you touch the ring finger. And then ma as you touch the pinky finger. So it's sa, ta, na, na. Sa, ta, na, na. Strengthens your connection between the pituitary and the pineal glands. There's some meridian points are in the hands. Help the energy to flow to the brain center. Memory in sa, ta, na, ma. Let's go through one more cycle of this. And when you finish, just leave the palms facing upward towards the ceiling. Pause for a few breaths. Then you'll inhale and exhale, turn the palms both over. Slide your hands back towards the hip creases. Root down as you inhale, connect and lengthen your spine. Chin coming down, not touching the physical body. Nicely opening a few times. Back up into the space. All right, it's time for some yoga nidra. So get yourself into your corpse pose, feet facing the wall, getting yourself nice and cozy. Finding your space. Allowing the arms and the legs to fall over to the sides. Palms facing upward, fingers naturally curled. Survey through your body. And looking for any areas where you tend to store tension. And if you find any spots, breathe into them now. And then with the exhalation, allow the body to physically release. Try that again. Take a nice breath in. Exhale and go. Where's the breath traveling to the body? Is it traveling easily into the chest, the ribs, or your belly? And wherever it's at, just let it continue. Easy in and easy out. Now's the time for you to pick an intention for the practice. Remember, you have to pick a word that's positive, has significance for you. And repeat it 3 times to yourself now. Full awareness and focus. Come back to your natural breath. Just let the breath flow easily in and out of your body without any concern, force, or effort. Just allow your legs to flop out to the sides, fall apart. Your arms resting at the sides of your body, space between the fingers and the body, the hips. Palms turned upward towards the sky so you can receive. This helps to open the chest, right? Helping to release your shoulders there. And as you notice your breath, notice how you feel. Take a deep breath in fully and exhale completely. And then notice again how you feel. Keep your breath natural and free-flowing. No attempt to change it. Simply breathe in and simply breathe out of the body. Feel the contact of your whole body along the floor of the props. Think of how it feels to truly relax and to give into the idea that something is supporting you. You don't have to do anything. Just let gravity do all the work. Feel your head sinking into the ground. Relax the muscles of your face, particularly around your eyes. Relax your nose, Relax the space between the eyes. Relax the forehead. Feel the skin of the face relax. Let your jaw unclench and your lips slightly separate as you relax the tongue in towards the back. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Noticing the sensation of air passing through the nostrils and down into your throat. Just feel the throat and the neck release from the front all the way around to the back. Your body sinks deeper in towards the earth. Notice the trunk of your body. Can you relax it by softening through the chest and the belly as you breathe? Releasing any tension that you store in your low back, middle back, or upper back. Can you release the shoulders? And then soften through the muscles of the arms, the upper arms. Releasing the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, hands, and the fingers. Feel the entire arm and the trunk more heavy and relaxed. And then start to become aware of the lower body, the pelvis. And as you let it sink into gravity, release any tension from the muscles of the buttocks, the hips, and the pelvic floor. Just let the pelvis sink heavier and heavier with each exhalation. Let this relaxation you feel in the pelvis trickle down into the thighs, the groins, and release them. Release the back of the knees and your kneecaps. Muscles of the shins and the calves. Feet and out through the toes. Feel the entire lower body calm and relaxed. Feel the entire body calm and relax. And as you let your body relax fully, allow your mind to relax further. Focus once again back to your breath. Inhaling slowly, exhaling slowly. The calm breath continues as you notice yourself feeling totally relaxed. There's nothing you need to do. Rest completely here. And just breathe. Now's the time for you to remember your intention again. Repeat it 3 times. Same focus and awareness as you did previously. Come back to your natural breath here. Take a nice easy breath in. Exhaling out. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Create some energy for yourself. Slowly bending your right knee, placing the right sole of your foot to the floor, bolster, followed by the left. And if you're using the eye pillow, this is where you reach up, remove it from your face to the floor. Still keep your eyes closed. Reaching with your right hand towards your right leg, give it to the shin or the back of the thigh. Hug the knee in. Follow this also with the left, so you have both legs in together. You can decide to stay still or rock from side to side, whichever one you like for your back. If you have your injury on one side of your body, please roll away from it. So left or right, your preference. And as you roll onto the side, flex your elbows toward your head, and we're going to pause here for 2 breaths. So let's take a nice deep breath in. And again, inhale. And exhale. And then return back to your natural breath. Let your eyes open. Reaching yourself back to the space of light. When you're ready, use the hand and the elbow to resist. Slowly rolling up and out. Tight on that. When you're back, find a seat that you wish to sit into in the class. And I'll do the reading for this week. Today stands before us with promise. It invites us to fully participate in experiences. That we are alive, that we stand present facing this day, guarantees that we are qualified to handle every challenge that snakes our attention. And we need have no fear. The world and all that's in it is spiritful. We are safe and secure if we but believe it. When we look towards the day with confidence, we tap the inner strength that is ever present. The more frequently we turn to this strength, the less often we are haunted by pangs and anxiety. Our trust in that strength heightens our faith and our understanding that all is well, always and forever all is well. Giving up fear offers a freedom that will exhilarate us. Faith, trust, confidence will ready us for any challenge, all experiences that come our way. Floating hands overhead in Tanya Mudra. Namaskar, movement to the heart. Release and gaze, chanting Om for life, deep breath in. Even gaze downward, take a couple breaths into the heart, breathing in. Exhaling out. Another breath in the heart. And exhale. Gently let your eyes open, downward portion. Pause a moment. And back into the space. I do our class this evening. Namaste. 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 Namaste, Beth. Close the arms up, nice deep breath, raise the bottom. And that's, well, how we doing? Even with the mooning warriors.
Yes, that was so really difficult.